What is going on, everybody? Yeah, it's Craig, and yeah, I guess I do have a couple more little retail rips inside of me. I had forgotten I did order one of these celebration boxes. I enjoyed these last year. I opened a few last year. This is my plan to only open one. But you know what? I'm doing it. If you remember my last retail lip, I'm actually just looking to gather some of the base rookies. So I don't have any great anticipation of what's in here. I'm hoping to get some of my boy Cam Schlitter. As you can see in the background, I did start a Schlitter PC. I got the Heritage Auto back there, the Golden Mirror, the Independence Day, and the Canvas. I actually have several more. I'll probably do a reveal for those on video. And I did finally add the Dominguez PSA 10 Topps Chrome, which is funny because I have over 100 PSA 10 Dominguez's, and that was an auto I did not have. I have most of the other ones from Chrome, at least up to the golds, all in PSA 10s. I don't think I have an orange. I might have an orange and a PSA 9 of him, but I have, golds and blues. So I got Dominguez covered. I'm anxiously awaiting him, hopefully coming back. But he's got to live up and do AAA, what he was doing in spring training, and it's going to make it where they have to call him. So, folks, here we go. This just shipped yesterday, or came out yesterday officially. So I'm curious to dig into it. And again, I'm hoping to get, parallels of the big rookies, but I'll even take the bases. I'll add some more Jacks, Romans, Cams to the piles and go back years from now, and hopefully a couple of them took off in a monstrous way. So let's go through these. It's only 14 packs. I kind of feel like there's even less packs than there was. Mega boxes used to have 20. Retail packs versus hobby, but I guess now that hobby keeps going down, they got to have the retail go down some more. So that's fine, but this is all we're ripping in this one, so we'll get through it relatively quickly. I'm not going to do a super rip just because I don't really open cards that much anymore. I don't really get a chance to. I'd rather pick what I buy than fish, but it is fun to fish once in a while, and when I want to do that, I'll do that with retail. So let's see what we're going to get in here. I have seen a couple opened. I saw Jab's family, and he averaged, I guess, 1.5 numbered cards in his two boxes. He got a 75th in both, and then he got another one. I did find it interesting the greens were not numbered, at least not in his box, but maybe that is, an anomaly. Maybe it was an error, who knows. So I have to look through the camera for all these, so I'm doing my best. Okay, what is this? Not numbered. Is this one of those confetti? Okay, pink. Reed Detmers. Again, it's a rookie is what you're looking for there, or one of your guys you collect. And there we go. We have a Mr. Red. I don't know. Those cards are cool, I suppose. And we have a Carson Williams on the 8-bit baller. I haven't seen if Cam has one. I hope he does. And then the Chase Burns. I'm just putting these down here. You all know what stars of the MLB look like. So that's one pack down, 13 to go. It'd be awesome to pull something rare of Cam, because, he's not exactly the cheapest guy relative. The Yankee tax is real, and, I figured I'd got him board now, because if he takes off anywhere near close to what Skeens did, and I think he has that potential, then you won't be able to touch those cards. So I am happy to have him. And as long as he doesn't, throw out his arm his first game, I think it's a solid investment. Okay, Roman Anthony. Oddly enough, he's the one I pulled the most in my limited retail lips. I have a ton of Roman Anthony. I haven't really pulled many of the Cams base that I have, but okay, we have a Sean Murphy. Put that with the other confetti. And we have a game day drip. You know what? If you got to get a game day drip, everything Ohtani has value to it. And I like how these have a little chromish feel to it, even though it's not. That is a cool looking card. I got to pick up the Yankees who are in that set as well. So we're not sleeving or top loading anything right now. We just want to get through them. And then we have a Owen. Okay, you know what? Owen Casey. He's a name I keep seeing more and more of, and I guess people like him that they making him in these types of parallels, so who knows? Okay, let's open the next one. Again, but the Ohtani's nice, the Roman Anthony's nice. Okay, and let's see what we got going on here. Andrew Benintendi. Again, I'm not going to read all the names to you. I'm struggling to look over the camera through the camera anyway. But we will take out the big boys. Tarek Skubal. I don't mind these cards. I know some people like them a little more than I do, but why not? I do like getting all these inserts. Titans of the Game, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's a cool looking set. I think I have that one already. What is this? Perennial All-Star, Kristen Yelich. And we have another one of the mascots, which is weird to me. Some of these mascots just say mascot on them. Like, I guess they all don't have names, but that's still kind of curious to me anyway. So I'm hoping, like I said, Jab's got 1.5. I would hope to at least get one numbered card, hopefully 2. Obviously, the big wish is something really special, like an auto, or maybe one of those things like you see in the background, the Golden Mirror, a Independence Day, but we know how hard that is. It is retail. It is retail. Aaron Judge. Okay, greatest hits. Who's this? Greatest hits. I can't really see Patrick. Okay, Patrick Bailey. We have a Jack Caglione. I do like Titans. I do not have that one, so that'll be good. Another one for the box. Perennial All-Star, Clayton Kershaw. It might be, no, I was going to say it might be one of his last cards, but, in reality, they keep making cards of players even if they retire. But, you know what, Clayton Kershaw, I wish he had that epic moment in the WBC. A lot of people wanted to have it, but, he was a hell of a pitcher, and he should be a Hall of Famer one day. I think the metric of Hall of Fame regarding the 300 wins and all that, I think that should be all looked over. There we go. I think this is my official first one I'm pulling of these. I have snagged a few, but there's my boy Cam. Okay, we have okay, is this a numbered? Let's see. No, it is not. Let's hold on a second. It's funny, the 75th I saw, okay, well, that non-numbered 75, that's okay. And then we have a Jack Leiter on the confetti, or that could be a hollow foil too. Will Warren, another guy I collect heavily, but I did stop. Like, I just do the rookies and some of the Bowman with him. So I'm going to try to get the Golden Mirror. The thing that's funny for me is his rookie Golden Mirror is been out for a long time, and it's only about a $40 to $60 card. For a Yankee rookie, that's low, especially one who has potential. But his second year, because there's only a few popped up so far, people are asking double for that. And guess what? None of them are selling. I hate the unrealistic prices sometimes you see from people on things. Okay, we have another Game Day drip and another 8-bit ball. Again, Roman Anthony on 8-bit balls. Very nice. There'll definitely be several cards in here. I'm going to sleeve and top load when I'm all done. But it's time to make this go quicker because we're already at 8 minutes and not even half the pack's gone. I like to talk, I guess. Okay, let's go through. Let's see what this is. We have another, okay, that's a confetti. Bucks in there. Dinger. And Chase Burns on the 8-bit balls. And like I said, this is, how is this described? I always view this as, big league meets Topps, but I listened to Jabs, and what he says is true. It's probably big league opening day and Topps Series 1 combined. But that's fine. Why not? Okay, Ellie Day Cruz, Perennial Tatis, and Game Day Drip McCutchen. I'm so glad for McCutchen making the Rangers. I believe that's where he is, the Rangers. Either way, I know he made the roster, the team he was on. I definitely think Pittsburgh did him a little dirty. They didn't need to bring in Ozuna. It's not going to make that big of a difference, if they went with him instead. Long fan favorite. Peyton Tolley is a good one. I definitely have a bigger thing for pitchers than anything else. Oh, is that a goal? No, it's not a goal. I was going to say, we have at least a numbered card, but we haven't had one of them yet. And here we have another one of those confetti. We have a Juan Soto on the Titans of the Game. We have perennial all-star Pete Alonso, and we have Flyer. What do you think of Alonso? I think Alonso is going to have a hell of a year with Baltimore. I put in a couple of home run parlays for the season. I do have him with 30 in one of them and 40 in another one. Hopefully he comes through for me and everyone else does, because I like that. You put in a $10 plus wager, you get to sweat it all season. As long as no one gets injured, at least it's something you get to have fun with. We'll see. Who do I have in those, by the way? Let's see. Can I remember? I know I have one that's Kurtz 40, Alonso 40, Witt 40, Judge and Ohtani each 50, and that's 25, and it would pay like $2,500 if it hits. I know the Witt might be a little bit of a stretch, but you know what? I think since they moved in, they changed the dimensions of the ballpark, and it's not like he can't hit 30 some odd homers. I think it's worth a chance. Again, it's a $25 bet that's going to give me 6 months of enjoyment, hopefully. That's assuming one of them doesn't, break their leg tomorrow. Okay, we got some more turnaround. Again, Sean Burke. We have another Chicago White Sox, Mazeroski. Game Day Drip. Again, I like the way these cards look. Another cool 8-bit Bill with the Ellie. So they are cool looking sets. Still don't have a numbered card. I hope to get at least one, but there is no guarantee in retail. And I will take something better. I'll take an autograph. Doesn't have to be numbered. How about that? Can we will that to existence? Bryce Harper. Is this one of the tied into the game? Yeah, I think I already had him. Perennial All-Stars. And Mrs. Met. That'll be one I give my buddy. Any of you have a buddy that you give, like, the base or the inserts of their team? I do. Get me wrong, if I got a Nolan McLean Golden Mirror, I probably wouldn't, because that'd be something more for my PC, but, for the most part, I do try to hook my boy up. Okay. Let's see, but Beatty, there you go, talk about Mets. Which, how about that? Talk about Mets. I think I'll have this loaded just before it starts. But we're going to have the Pirates starting against the Mets today. That's going to be a hell of a game. My Yankees got a big win yesterday. And there we go, the other Ohtani. You know what? If you only get base Ohtanis, it's still freaking value. That's crazy. I'm actually a little sick because I sold one of my All Aces Ohtanis, like the old ones. Like, I sent it into DC Sports, and they got a decent price for me, but I was a couple of months early, because now those cards are going crazy. I can only imagine the hangers now must be up quite a bit, because those All Aces, even though there's 70 in the set, there was one in every 3 hangers. So I kind of feel like people are going to fish out for them, because the Nolan Lyon goes for like $80 now. Okay, where we go, we have a Harrow foil, right? Was that the rainbow foil? I always forget that. I think that's the rainbow foil. And we have Gunnar, and we have Cal Ripken Jr. Okay, we got only one pack left, folks, and we haven't got that numbered card, so I don't know. It still was a fun rip. I like the fact I didn't get it in any of my Yankees on the inserts, but the Ohtanis are nice, and I guess we'll see. Can we pull out last pack magic or not? Okay, we got a numbered card again, not Imanaga on a purple, the purple hollow foil. We did get one at least, hoping for more, but we at least got one. And there we go. We got it's a rookie insert at least. Corbin Carroll, Perennial All-Stars, and Raymond. That's cool. I got a buddy named Ray. I might have to give him that card. Okay, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. Again, just one box. I am going to be doing a Heritage Mega and one of the Topps, the box sets. That come with the little Funko in. I forget what they're called. But that's just because I saw Neo, the one opening them. Not Neo. Neo opening them. And yeah, it is Neo, the one opening them. And I didn't know you could get some very cool cards in that bonus pack. So I had figured we'd take one shot at it. But anyway, are you ripping any of this? Are you passing it? Like, this is definitely a one-timer for me as far as the box goes. Did enjoy it, though. Would have enjoyed it more if I came with a bigger pull. I think I did pull an Ohtani number to 50 last year from one of these boxes, which, again, sold well, but now it's probably worth triple what it sold for then. It's crazy with Ohtani. But anyway, folks, till next time, peace.